Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. I wanted to discuss the new Ben 10 comic published by Dynamite Entertainment, written by Joe Casey, and illustrated by Robert Carey. Now that the first arc is over with issue 3's release, I thought now's a better time than ever to put my thoughts to paper, so to speak. But let's get right into it. We established a lot of things right off the bat, like Gwen airing out Ben's dirty laundry, mentioning that he doesn't have the greatest relationship with his family, which is why he's even here in the first place. I wonder what that's supposed to mean exactly. I hope they dive into it later more on, like, what exactly his relationship is, what caused this rift between him and his family. So I hope they delve into that a little more. First issue, we breakneck pace, we gotta go. So, after that, Ben runs into the forest and finds the Omnitrix. We see Ben fight Freddy Fivebear, which is pretty cool, but also kind of confusing, because why is he a cyborg bear? Like, is there experiments happening on this camp? Like, I don't really know what that means. It's cool, don't get me wrong, it's just odd that there's a cyborg bear. But then the army is setting up shop looking for the Watch because they notice it on their satellite entering the atmosphere. Which I enjoy a lot because realistically, the army or sect, if they exist in this universe, would definitely be checking out this anomaly. Like, there's just no reason they wouldn't be. We catch up with Grandpa Max as well, who's getting grilled by Colonel Rosem from Ultimate Alien, which I really like the fact that they're pulling from every iteration as well. I feel like that's just the best decision to, like, tell the best stories possible. After they do a background check on Max, we find out he has code word clearance, whatever that may mean. I really don't know, like, what that's gonna mean for him later on. I really hope we get to find out more about Grandpa Max later, because, like, you know, he obviously became a magistrate by the end of the series in the main timeline. How far did he get with this series' plumbers, right? You know, was he like high ranking? I hope they delve into it a little deeper, like we get to see like exactly how much action he's seen, what he's done, if he's met Vilgax, like has he killed him? You know, that'd be really cool. Like, does Eileen exist? Did the Roswell thing happen? I don't really know if we'll ever cover that, or if the series really has the time for it. We see Crab land on the camp base after Vilgax hires him to find the Watch. And I'll touch on Vilgax a little later in this video. This alerts the army men that are hot on Ben's trail, and with no other option, and the Watch seemingly reacting to his emotions, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'll take this as my opportunity to get my thoughts on the Omnitrix out of the way as well. I like it. It's pretty cool. It isn't my favorite. I wish it had a bit of a more concrete look, but also it's just so hard because even though I think the original series, you know, 2005, is a little overglazed, you know, it is great. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm gonna get crucified, but like, it is a little worse than people remember, but it's still great. It's still great. The Omnitrix in there is like the best. It's just the best. Like, that thing is so cool. Like, look at it, man. Look at it. You want to wear that. I want to wear that because that shit is sick. I will say, though, I really hope that the Watch will grow and change as Ben uses it. It also does kind of suck that he's not slamming it down, especially since that's super iconic. Like, that's like Ben's whole thing. You know, even kind of why it doesn't work in Omniverse, as silly as a concept as that is. But besides the point. With that, we get our first real look at Cannonbolt, and he looks pretty cool, I will say. Sometimes he's a little derpy looking and also caked up for like no reason. Overall, his like normal standing appearance is fine, but what isn't fine is the way he rolls. I don't mind the morphine necessarily, but I feel like it could have looked cooler. I just don't really, like, I don't care that much since it wasn't that consistent in the show, but it just feels kind of lazy, I'll admit. It just like he just turns into a ball. He doesn't like at least try. Like, at least they tried to make it morph, you know? It wasn't always consistent. It didn't always look the greatest. But at least they tried. But I understand that having to draw that every time would get annoying. Like, I understand, but it just, I don't know. I hope he gets an improvement maybe later down the line. After we see Cannonbolt transform and roll out of there, Crab finds those army men that were looking for Ben, and he wastes no time showing us why we're not on Cartoon Network. I mean, he just gets to tear these guys apart, and he's talking mad shit while doing it. It's crazy. Bro's just calling them useless, weak, so bums. I will say though, while I really enjoy this new Crab, I can't help but miss the dynamic him and 6-6 had in their debut episode. Like, it was just so funny hearing him like make witty remarks and then 6-6 say whatever he says. I miss that snarky and his like I'm kind of the shit attitude.
You can say that again. A rock pile like this is better off space dust. Whoa, big talk from a gearhead. I was just about to say the same thing. As arrogant as you are dim-witted, your protoplasm is now solidified, making it easier to do this. Hardly worth the hunt. See, we've decided to work together and split the reward. And you in half. Don't blow a gasket, Metal Mouth. I know what I'm doing.
But now he's just like 10 times way more egotistical and evil as fuck. While these guys are getting chopped up, Cannonbolt and Gwen run into each other, and for Gwen, that might be a little more literal, as she's trying to ram this RV into a random alien while telling him to fuck off from Earth. Once that Gwen figures out Ben is the alien, they try to think of a plan to figure out what to do next, now that she has a superhero cousin. But before they can think of anything, Grandpa Max calls over the RV with this auto drive feature as he's still in the army base and it's currently getting blown the fuck up by Crab when he attacks it. When the kids arrive at the base, we see them seeing Crab killing more people. And what's really interesting is that Ben isn't immediately a hero. We see him running and scared in the first 2 issues, which, I mean, can you blame him? I'd be worried about my fucking life too, bro. But I like that Gwen gives him a little pep talk to help him lock it in. And so he does.
As an old friend used to say, it's hero time.
What I thought was really unique is that Ben seems to be having a Peter Parker-esque trope, especially in the Stan Lee and Steve Ditko run. He was normally like wimpy, an outcast, bookworm Peter Parker, right? But in the suit, he's a lot more boastful, prideful, and strong, and agile and whatnot. And I mean, they still kind of do that, like with Spider-Man. But I mean, I don't really think you need to nowadays. You know, it's just, I don't think it's required. I like that they're doing it with Ben. I do hope that he builds some confidence, though, in the future. Because I do want to see him be, you know, a little more annoying and dickheadish. But finally, we get to see
my boy!
Diamond Head. He's looking fantastic. Like, oh, he just looks great. No matter what series, my boy Diamond Head always has drip. And the art as a whole has gotten so much better since 1. I didn't even think it looked that bad, but I understand. Like, you could fit Texas into, like, Gwen's forehead. But the action is so much better this time around, too. Like, it looks great, and everything is easy to follow with the right weight. But, unfortunately, right as it's getting good, it annoys me so much. Right as it's getting good, Diamond Head is... like, he transforms back into human and we don't get to see any more of Diamond Head, which sucks. Like, I understand, like, wanting to do a fake out because most of the marketing was Diamond Head, but man, I just wanted to see him. It was just super cool. That's my guy. But once Ben gets the green light, he transforms yet again, and we get probably the best action page with Forum's uppercutting Crab. And it just looks great. I mean, look at it, dude. The energy, with the orange lighting in the background, it's so sick. And Forum's just beating the shit out of him, and then after we see him leaving him in the pavement, the army still wants to watch. So Grandpa has to help Ben out escape because, you know, they're still in the middle of an army base. And we still get to see that the Rust Bucket has a bunch of gadgets, which is great. I'm glad to know that we still have that. I wanted to quickly get my thoughts out for Vilgax. He seems to be fulfilling a similar role in the early episodes of Season 1 of the original series, except, you know, none to blow him the fuck up. He still wants the watch, and he's still a conqueror, shown with his cool ass ship with these Doc Ock like arms ripping a planet apart, which is super cool. I can't wait. It seems like it's going to be showing up a little earlier than Prime timeline, but only time will tell. But with that concludes the first 3 issues and the first overall arc of it. And I gotta say, I enjoyed it. Honestly. Like, obviously it's not perfect, but we're still so early into the series that I don't really have that many complaints. And the art only seems to be getting better. But yeah, I think that'll do it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Please let me know how I can change things and make things better. I could really appreciate the feedback. Any is good. I'm planning to do a video on Spider-Man by Michael Bendis. I believe that's who it is. And Sarah Piscelli? I don't remember her name. I'm probably butchering it, but fantastic art. I have some thoughts that I need to get out for that, because that second half, gosh man, come on. But also planning to do a review on the Brand New Day movie. Obviously that'll be out hopefully on the same date or tomorrow at the very least, or following day. And then I also want to do a review on the Spider-Man Brand New Day Compact. I will also be like reviewing like the physical feel and like quality of it. So hopefully you guys stick for that. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If not, that's all fine. But yeah, have a good one.